Now that's us going live. I might at some stage pick that up and move down. Like I say, it's been quite quiet, so it's not. Don't worry about it. It's, I'll mention your band at some stage.
Yeah.
I could throw that in there. Still 50 seconds. I thought I was going to finish it. When you're speaking to make it as close as you can, just pull it. Just pull that mic. Just move it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're quite. That one's the dodgy one. But if you get as close as you can, and then when you're performing, we'll move it back a wee bit.
Okay, dokie.
Still got 30 seconds. Recording up there. Facebook's on. Rev Jim. Do you want to mention Peebles or do you want to mention Peebles?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
From Peebles. Oh, better make that song stop. That was Beckett and Wickerman right here on the sessions on East Coast FM. I've been joined in the studio by Rev Jim from Peebles. Hello.
Hi, Armo.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Not at all. It's fantastic to be here. What a lovely little setup you got.
Thank you so much. Welcome to East Coast. Tell me a bit about yourself.
So, my stage name's Rev Jim, and the first question everyone's going to ask is, are you a real reverend? Yes, I am.
Oh, you are?
I'm a real reverend.
Right.
I'm the rector of two churches in Peebles in Eleathan, and music's a bit of a hobby of mine. As you can tell, I'm not actually Scottish, but please don't call me English, because I'm from Cornwall, which is, as you know, separate country. Yeah, absolutely. So Cornish, not English.
Okay. Make that down in the
absolutely. Yeah. My mum would kill me if I didn't get that in.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I moved up about 5 years ago for work and got involved with the local music scene. You know, probably that there's a huge music scene in Eleathan in particular. The Eleathan Music Festival and sessions and jams, and so it kind of started from that. And married, 3 teenage kids. So I need something to get me out of the house, don't I?
And it's just to get. We're here to promote your album tonight. We'll give that a mention later on in the show. I tell you what, we'll just get stuck in. Song number 1. Tell me a bit about your song. Okay,
so this is the opening track from the album, and the song's called My Old Friend, and it's written in memory of my best mate who died nearly 25 years ago in a car accident that I should have been in. And, and I had a lot of, just recently when I was writing it, I had a lot of dreams about him for some reason, and so I thought I'd write him a song, so this is it.
This is My Old Friend. Just go when you're ready.
I know it's you by the way you talk. I know it's you by your shambling walk. Even though it's been 24 years, even though we had divergent careers, it's good to see you again, my old friend. I hope your laughter never comes to an end. Do you still like terrible bands? Do you still wear packer band? There's so much that you need to know. After Brian, he let me go. I was lost in the fog for a while, but I found a way to live my style. It's good to see you again, my old friend. I hope this friendship never comes to an end. Do you still take lemon and tea? Do you still pretend to breathe DFT? Remember all the parties we threw. Remember all the money we blew. Remember those black orchids you sent. I just don't know where all the time went. It's good to see you again, my old friend. I hope my laughing never comes to an end. I see you still wear your Paul Smith shirt. I see you still don't show when you hurt. older and wiser and a little bit sad when I think about the times that we had. There's so much that I wanted to say. Sometimes all I could do was pray. I'm sorry I was sometimes a jerk. I'm sorry that I slept with your girl. Thanks for making London great. Thanks for being my very best mate. It's good to see you again, my old friend. I know our friendship never comes to an end. Let me tell you all about this great band, but for God's sake get rid of that hacker band.
That was My Old Friend by Rev Jim right here on the sessions on East Coast FM. I was smiling along there, almost singing along. What a happy, brilliant tune for what is quite a very, very, very sad subject.
Yeah, I mean, it is sad, but it's meant to be a kind of a encapsulation of our friendship, which was, you know, long. We met at school, and then we moved up to London and got a flat, and we were working in different jobs and stuff. And most of the time, we had a cracking time.
Yeah.
And he was a super, super, super guy. And yeah, and the Paco Rabanne and the Paul Smith shirts and all that. That was him to a T.
Yeah, it was,
you know. So yeah, he's a very, very special guy, Phil.
Well, thank you very much for that beautiful song. If people are tuned in on our Facebook page and, of course, listening to the radio and they want to be in touch with you, how can they be in touch? Have you got a Facebook page, a social media?
Yeah. So you can find me on Facebook as Reverend Jim, or The Real Rev Jim, which is all one word. That's the kind of the page URL at facebook.com/The Real Rev Jim. They can also have a look at YouTube, which has got a lot of videos of me performing live and stuff, and that's at JBE200 on YouTube. JBE200.
JBE2. I'm going to write this down so I can mention it again. Yeah, of course. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
So yeah, and or very welcome to drop me an email if you want to get in touch for bookings or what have you. Which is jimbepersonal@gmail.com.
Okay. So, brilliant. Yeah, of course. We'll mention this again before we finish. Awesome. And before you go later on tonight, we'll get a picture of yourself and me under the banner, and I'll put a wee link on our Facebook page to your Facebook pages and Twitters and stuff.
Fantastic.
So we'll give you a wee plug that way as well. Right, so you've actually come in with 2 ukuleles.
I have come in with 2 ukuleles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3. This is a baritone, which is it's slightly different from a normal ukulele because it's tuned and strung differently.
Okay.
So this is tuned and strung. Basically, it's the top 4 strings of guitar.
Okay, the top 4 strings of guitar. Right. Okay. So the listeners will know I play guitar and have dabbled with the ukulele, but my wife hates it, so I'm not allowed to play in the house.
You're not allowed to play ukulele in the house?
No, I'm not. I've got to play outside.
Grounds for divorce.
I know, that's what I thought. But
I mean, the ukulele's massive now. I run 3 separate ukulele clubs for kids. As part of fact, I've just come tonight from giving ukulele lessons to 12 lovely kids out in the Leithen in our church. And yesterday, see if you can guess what song we were doing with the kids at Priceford Primary School.
No idea.
Ace of Spades.
Oh, you can hear it. Okay.
You can do Ace of Spades on these.
We might have to get that as song number 6 here. We might.
I can't remember it. I'm sat there with the seats.
We have bands in here quite often. We try once a week to get somebody in, and I always ask them off air: have they got a cheesy cover? Have they got a song that they don't normally play live that they all enjoy playing in their own time? So I might get you to give that a wee dabble. At some stage, we'll see what we can do. Right, song number 2 you're going to play for us tonight.
Okay, well this is kind of about my job, so it's sort of unintelligible to pretty much everybody who's not in the church, or in my particular kind of niche brand of the church. So I've come up from down south, so I'm very much. I used to be in the Church of England. I'm in the Scottish Episcopal Church now, not the Church of Scotland, which is very dull and meaningless to most peoples. But this is a song about what it actually means to be that. This is called the Old Episcopalian Blues.
Okay, let's go when you're ready.
sides of every debate. I only get coins in the collection plate. Life is hard. I got the old Episcopalian blues. The heating's dodgy and the pews are fixed. I gotta keep an eye on the treasurer's tricks every day. I get the old Episcopalian blues. I'm so sad I don't know what to do. My best singer left me for the Baptist crew. That's why I got the old Episcopalian blues. I went to Synod and I stole the show. I last wore a cassock 20 years ago. I miss the Anglo-Catholics that I used to know. Don't get a discount at the Creep Hydro. Let me tell you the thing that I sure do hate. When you take a wedding and the groom is late, that's when you get the old Episcopalian blues. Area council gives me the fear. I shudder and shake and I'm bored to tears. I won't go. I blame the old Episcopalian blues. I went to Synod and I stole the show. I last wore a cassock 20 years ago. I miss the evangelicals I used to know. Don't get no discount at the Creep Hydro. Hope of a cathedral stall. I try and pretend it doesn't matter at all, but yeah, I got the old Episcopalian blues. I'm never going back to the C of E. These pesky people got a hold on me. I got the old Episcopalian blues. I got the old Episcopalian blues. I got the old Episcopalian blues.
That was the old Episcopalian blues by Reverend Tim right here on the sessions on East Coast FM. Again, a happy with June there. I was almost singing along, but I've been told I'm not allowed to sing along.
Ah, you can sing along.
I've been told.
I'm sure you got a cracking voice.
Well, I do try, but sometimes. Right, and that's a different story. This is a bit of a random question. You mentioned that you play the ukulele and you teach the ukulele to the kids from your church. But where does your music come from? Is it a family thing? Is it something you picked up as a teenager? Or is it something?
It's weird. So, I mean, music has always been a huge part of my life in terms of listening to it and appreciating to it and taking to folk festivals as a tiny wee kid, you know, sleeping on Afghan rugs in front of and my parents, you know, like hitchhiking to festivals. This is the 70s, hippies, you know, and we were living in Cornwall, and you know, it's a bit, you know, a bit alternative down there, shall we say. So brought up with all of that, and you know, the business of live music. Live music is a huge passion of mine. We actually run a live music event once a month in the church in Innerleithen, and we get acts in. And so if anyone's interested in booking for the St Andrews sessions, just again give me a nod.
St Andrews sessions, sure, we'll mention that again. Yeah,
we'd love to have you down. And I've always, you know, I've got a huge music collection, all sorts of stuff, and I'm particularly passionate about stuff that you play here, bands that are unsigned, bands that are little one. There's so much fantastic music out there.
There is.
And it seems to me to be just a lottery about who gets picked up and elevated to stardom. But I started sort of playing instruments when I was a kid, keyboards mainly. Okay. And I had a little sort of duo with another mate of mine, and we wrote some songs together. One of which is on the album, and another of which the tune is on the album, but I put different words to it. And that's. But then it all sort of, you know, fell apart. We moved. Other things started happening. I was doing other things, and I didn't really get back into it until I didn't start playing live till I came to Innerleithen and Peebles.
Okay, right. So
you know, so I've been only doing it
5 years or so. You said.
Yeah, but that was even that. I mean, was starting mostly just playing in pub sessions, So I'm still very new on the scene, despite my, kind of
wide experience.
austere age.
Yeah. Well,
and that's great. I mean, because I've got no expectations really.
It sounds absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely cracking. We mentioned off air that you've got your St Andrew sessions that you do once a month, but have you got any other gigs in the diary? Have you got anything else?
Yeah. So my next gig, I'm at March the 16th, which is next Thursday. I'm at Pivo in Edinburgh, as part of the Pressure Valve Showcase nights down there that Phil Ramsey runs.
And Phil Ramsey, the boys trumpet in the Victorian Dirt Conspiracy.
He's a fantastic
I know
guy.
of Phil, yeah. I've worked with Phil.
He promotes, he
does loads of stuff.
He does. He's a busy man. So there's that. I'm playing the Red Sessions on March the 25th that Martina runs, Martina Cannonball, at the Southside Social.
I've heard of the venue. I haven't been, but I know...
You've got to go to the Southside. It's tiny, absolutely tiny. It's about the size of the studio. No, not quite, but a little bit. And Martina puts loads of acts on, and it's always a really, really stomping atmosphere. It's a social enterprise, the Southside Social.
Okay.
So, and the people that work there are getting kind of supported, through maybe some tricky times that they've had.
Yeah.
So it's a really, really good place to go to, and the food is amazing. So check out the Southside Social guys.
Yeah, we'll give them another mention again before we finish. Song number 3, we're going to stick to the baritone.
I'm going to stick with the baritone. It's the last one on the baritone. I had a sabbatical last summer, 3 months off, and I went to the States and I went to some other places as well. And it was kind of basically to write the album. And one of the places I went was Iona. And for people in my job, kind of Iona's a bit of a mecca.
Okay.
Right. It's a place that you just have to go. And I went, and when I first got there, I was really quite underwhelmed by it. And I was a little bit, everyone says this is this amazing spiritual place, and I don't quite get it. And by the end of my little stay there, I did get it. But it took me a while to get it.
Okay.
And this song is about what that sort of process was like.
Right.
And it's called On an Island.
On an Island. Okay. Go when you're ready.
From the mist the island rises, the water shimmers, greens and blues. I am walking in saints' footsteps, feel I should take off my shoes. There's a rhythm to this silence, the scent of heather draws me on. I am lost inside my head, still I feel I don't belong. On an island where the world is stopped, there is nowhere left to hide, and this pouring cleansing rain could help, and I'm forced to look inside. It's not hard to be alone. It's not hard to be just me. It's harder though to tell the truth, living brutal honesty. On a rock upon this island, I can see for miles and miles. I wonder what I'm doing here. why I feel God smiles. On an island where the world has stopped, there is nowhere left to hide. And this pouring, cleansing rain could help, and I'm forced to look inside. Sunday morning fills the abbey, but somehow it don't seem real. Pilgrims with their own agendas, I cannot pray what I don't feel. Then I step into the sunlight, even though it's raining still. Realize it's not my circus. I let the island work her will. On an island where the world has stopped, there is nowhere left to hide. And this pouring, cleansing rain could help, and I'm forced to look inside. On this island where the world has stopped, there is nowhere left to hide. And this pouring, cleansing rain could help, and I'm forced to look inside.
That was On an Island by Rev Jim right here on the sessions on East Coast FM. Again, what a cracking track about the journey there. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Tell me a bit more about this album and these recordings you've been doing. You mentioned there you went to America to record these tracks.
Yeah.
So tell me.
Well, to write them really, to draw inspiration from it. But yeah, I've been doing the job that I do for 13 years, so well overdue a sabbatical.
Right. Okay.
And most people who do my job go away and sabbatical and they write a book.
Okay.
And I thought I don't want to write a book. It's too much like hard work, and
right,
it's not going to be very interesting.
Too many words. And okay. Right.
I'll write an album, and to my slight surprise, the bishop said, "Yeah, okay, fair enough."
Right. So you've got the bosses.
I got the bosses say so that was cool.
Okay.
And so I had 3 months off, and basically I wrote 11 songs, and then crowdfunded it to get it recorded. So I raised £1,000.
Yes. Wow. Yes.
Which is really exciting, and people pledging in return for promises of CDs and gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
And went to a superb studio and producer, Ross Arthur from Soundmate Productions, who is a young guy, but he's such a talented producer, and he's really brought these songs to life, operating out of the studios at Pennycook. I'm trying to remember what they're called now, but yeah, Ross Arthur is the guy who's done most of the magic on the album. For some of the tracks, I've been so privileged to have the support of some brilliant musicians. Kathy Stewart of Kathy Stewart and the Frequent Flyers, who's a dear friend of mine, and having a bit of a health struggle at the moment, so I hope you get well soon, Kath. And her husband Ken Kennedy, he played bass, double bass on several of the tracks, and Ali Ray played electric guitar on 4 or 5 of the tracks. And my daughter, I managed to twist my oldest
Right,
arm.
so a musical family, right?
Oh,
okay.
she's brilliant, Tabitha. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Tabitha. I hope you're having a fantastic day, darling. And yeah, so she sang backing vocals. She's at St Andrews University just now and doing loads of singing, and she wants to be an opera singer. So
Wow.
she's classically
classically
just
trained.
brilliant. Yeah, she's just fantastic. And she can just kind of harmonise like that.
Yeah, just doesn't
Which
think
is
about
really
it.
annoying.
Yeah.
So yeah, the album is it's all mixed and mastered. It's just we're just working on the artwork and getting it duplicated. It's going to be called "What Is It That We Are Part Of? What Is It That We Are?" Which is actually a line from an Incredible String Band song. And so betray my hippie roots there.
Well, as soon as it's finished, as soon as it's released, send it in here and I'll give it a play.
That's really kind of you. Thank you.
That's why we're here. That's why we do what we do. We'll mention. We'll do song number 4 now, with the. Is that soprano?
No, this is a concert. So
Concert.
a little bit bigger than a soprano, but not quite as big as a tenor.
Right. Okay.
And it's tuned in called classic re-entrant.
G C E A.
Yeah, this has got a high G on it.
Yeah.
So, and this song is. I've got teenagers, as maybe I mentioned, and it strikes me that it's really, really tough for teenagers just now. I think.
Okay.
I do think in terms of kind of the job opportunities, the housing opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, I know there's technology, and they live their lives so much more in the public gaze. You know, the social media. So I think I'm a big fan of teenagers. I think they get a rough deal and a bad press. So this song's a bit about that. It's called "The Bottom Rung." Davey left school at 17 with a clutch of exams and pride in his heart, ready to make his own way in the world, ready to make his start. But it's harder today than you can possibly think, and the once open doors are slamming shut. He's happy to start on the bottom rung, happy to work his way up. Jade ran away from a foster home, 14, starving and scared, doing whatever she had to do, knowing the world didn't care. But it's harder today than you can possibly think, no once open doors are slamming shut. She's happy to start on the bottom rung, happy to work her way up, happy to start on the bottom rung, happy to work her way up. Oliver's daddy had a powerful job, and he always took care of his own. Set him up for life in the family firm, cutting the welfare state to the bone. And it's harder today than you can possibly think, the once open doors are slamming shut. He's happy to start on the bottom rung, happy to work his way up, happy to start on the bottom rung, happy to work his way up. The ladder of opportunity depends on who you are. If you haven't got the handshake or the old school tie, you'll be lucky to get very far. The game of life, there's a loaded dice, rigged to favor the few. Davey got sanctioned cause he couldn't get work, Oliver got a KCB, Jake got jailed for staying alive on a wits in WKD. And it's harder today than you can possibly think, and the once open doors are slamming shut. So be happy to start on the bottom rung, happy to work your way up. Yes, it's harder today than you can possibly think, and And once open doors, they stay slammed shut. I'm happy to start on the bottom rung, happy to work my way up. Happy to start on the bottom rung, happy to work my way up. Happy to work my way up, happy to work my way up.
That was The Bottom Rung by Rev Jim right here on the sessions on East Coast FM. Again, thank you, what a cracking track. I was almost saying, oh, I want to try to sing it, but I'm not doing it, I'm not going to do it. Right, before we do your fifth, you're going to stick to the...
I am, yes.
You're going to stick to that one, that's fine, we don't need to do anything more settings. Yeah, before we do our last song, before we do song number 5, I want you to mention your Facebooks and your social medias again, and your up-and-coming gigs.
So, Facebook, you can find me at The Real Rev Jim, and you can also find my band as well, Dismal Jibe. With my dear friends Mike Lamont and Mike Mortar. We're gigging around about as well with Martina and various other things too. Mm-hmm. And I know we're hoping to come in at some point later on.
We'll have a look at the diaries when we're finished.
And doing a kind of mixture. It's mostly covers sort of folk Americana type of things. Yeah. But yeah, and they've got a Facebook page as well, so do look for Dismal Jibe on Facebook as well as The Real Rev Jim, Reverend Jim. And JBE200 is the YouTube. Mm-hmm. And if you're in Edinburgh over the next couple of weeks, you can see me in Pivo on Thursday the 16th and at the Southside Social on March the 25th. And I think I'm back at Pivo on April the 6th as well. Okay. Because, enjoying that. And, of course, the St Andrews Sessions where we feature, in fact, my fantastic producer, Ross Arthur, and he's been supported by a super up-and-coming singer. You should get her in. Sophie Somerville.
Sophie Somerville
is going to come and do some back some support for Ross, which will be awesome. That's on the 31st of March.
Right. Okay. 31st.
I'll be on my knees because I will have just got back from residential camp with a lot of P7s.
Okay. Right. I see.
But Dal guys. So
the Dal guys, I did that myself many months ago, back in the day. Right. Thank you very much for coming in. We're going to play this 5th song.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, as soon as the album's finished, send it in to me and we'll get a cheesy picture under the banner. So tell me about your 5th and your final song.
Well, this is as you can tell, they're all quite personal in different ways. This song's called Restless, and it describes me, where I am, the sort of person I am, a bit of my history, where I'm coming from, and this kind of, because I'm one of these guys that's constantly sort of looking for stuff, different things, new challenges. Yeah. And so that's what's on this, Restless. I have been a wanderer for all my life. I have never found my resting place. State of grace. If you should see me on my restless road, don't pass me by on the other side. I'm restless in my spirit, but joyous in my soul, and you can't stop the turning of the tide. I've lived in rolling hills. I've lived minutes from the sea. I've lived in foreign countries and I've lived in my hometown, but none of them have ever let me be. If you should see me on my restless road, don't pass me by on the other side. I'm restless in my spirit, but joyous in my soul. You can't a pretty place to stay. I'm happy and content just now. But when my feet get itchy, hell, there's nothing I can do. I'm off like Snufkin on his brow. If you should see me on my restless road, don't pass me by on the other side. I'm restless in my spirit, Lord, but joyous in my soul. You can't stop the turning of the tide. The world's a big, exciting place. There's so much to explore. I know that I can never see it all. While I've life and breath, I will wander where I can. Try my best to hear the call. If you should see me on my restless road, don't pass me by on the other side. I'm restless in my spirit, Lord, but joyous in my soul. You can't stop the turning of the tide. If you should see me on my restless road, don't pass me by on the other side. No, I'm restless in my spirit, Lord, but joyous in my soul. You can't stop the turning of the tide. No, you can't stop the turning of the tide.
That was Restless by the real Reverend Jim, right here on the sessions on East Coast FM. A huge thank you for coming in. You can catch Reverend Jim at the Southside Social Club on the 25th of March and at the Pivo on the 16th of March.
That's right.
Are those evening gigs or those afternoon gigs?
They're evening. So Pivo's a bit later. It's 8:30, and Southside Social, which is a Saturday, is 6.
6-ish.
Yeah, so
Brilliant.
as long as the rugby's finished.
Of course.
That's always the rule. Yeah.
That's it. Fair enough. Thank you very much for coming in. As soon as the album's finished, send it in. I'll get some tracks played for you.
An absolute pleasure, Alma. Thank you so much.
Next up tonight on the sessions, I'm going to play Be Like Pablo. There we go. Thank you very much.
That's
cool. Here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you. Also, we'll get the